everyone, welcome back to Let's Talk Physical Media. I am your host, John, and this is the weekly news show where we talk about everything in the world of physical media and, of course, just regular old film. And it was actually looking like it was going to be another pretty slow news week in the world of physical media. Then right out at the end of the week, Disney comes sliding in and decides to announce one of the most anticipated 4K Blu-rays ever, in my opinion. People are psyched for this one, including myself, and that is 1993's Tombstone is going to be coming to 4K Steelbook at this point. Not sure about a standard edition yet, but definitely a 4K Steelbook will be released on April 22nd, so only about a month out, which is kind of in line with what Disney usually does. If you remember Willow from last year, kind of had a short window from the time it was announced till it was released on 4K Steelbook, which is why I'm already worried. My first instinct said, oh my god, this 4K Steelbook is going to cost a pretty penny. I'm hoping it doesn't get near that $60 mark, but of course, I assume it'll be around $40 to $45, just in line with what they've been doing recently. I don't think we'll get to that like Deadpool and Wolverine price range yet. But I see that Moana 2 right now is about $48, so it kind of would make sense for this one to be around that $40 to $45 price range. It is Disney. Hopefully they do a great job on the transfer like a lot of us are anticipating them doing. And this one's actually being done by Disney's own in-house restoration team, and they've been doing a pretty good job lately, so I'm pretty happy to hear that. I think it'll be a very good transfer. It's going to have a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1. I know people are going to be a little bit disappointed it doesn't have a brand new Dolby Atmos track on it, but we'll wait and see on that one. Still, I know me and everybody out there is really excited to be getting Tombstone on 4K Blu-ray. This is Val Kilmer's best performance in a lot of people's eyes. Should have earned him an Academy Award nomination. You know, it's just because Tombstone was like that mainstream Western. It had a lot of production issues. A lot of people say that Kurt Russell was the true director of this film. He's the one who saved this movie, and it truly is his movie in general. And of course, with another movie coming out a year later, basically telling the same exact story, Tombstone still stands heads and shoulders above that film. It's one of the most mainstream Westerns of all time, and it is still one of the best Westerns of all time. It's entertaining as hell, and I can't wait for this one to be coming to 4K Blu-ray on April 22nd. And then, of course, Warner Brothers decides this is the week that they finally give us all the details on Lethal Weapon that we've been speculating about for, I don't know, a couple months now. We got our first look at the official 4K Steelbook, which, not gonna lie to you guys, the one that was kind of out there rumored, the black one that looks similar to this one, which might still be the UK release. I'm not entirely sure as far as the Steelbook goes, but this Steelbook, I don't know. It doesn't scream Lethal Weapon to me, but it is Warner Brothers, and they love their alternate artworks for the Steelbooks. I get what they're going for. This does seem like actually somebody was a fan of this because, they're going with the shooting range kind of thing, shooting the smiley face. Kind of like the idea. I liked it more when it was just, solid black instead of being like very, very red heavy, which is funny because last week on this show I said, I think it needs a little bit of red in that Steelbook because when I think of Lethal Weapon, I think of red. Well, they sure doubled down on that. It's like they were listening to me, but I'm still not in love with that 4K Steelbook. But again, it's just the artwork. I'm not too wrapped up in that. I'm just really excited that Lethal Weapon is going to be coming to 4K Steelbook on April 29th, which is a very, 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 very heavy 4K release day. Not only do we get Lethal Weapon that day, which was supposed to be released in May, but they decided to bump it up to April just to have everything come out on this day. We're also going to be getting Time Cop from Shout Factory that day. That's also the same day Criterion will be releasing Anora on 4K Blu-ray, the most recent Best Picture winner. And then the 3 Clint Eastwood 4K Steelbooks are coming out that same exact day as well. The Outlaw Josie Wells, Dirty Harry, and Pale Rider. All that is coming out on April 29th. So where am I going to be on April 29th? I am going to be poor and watching all of these movies because that is a ridiculous amount of movies to be coming out at the end of April. And it's crazy because at the beginning of April, like the first 2-3 weeks of April are very, very slow. I don't think I'm actually grabbing anything on 4K Blu-ray until April 22nd. I might grab The King of New York on 4K Steelbook, but again, with everything coming out at the end of April, I'm trying to save up as much money as I can. Can't get everything. It's just a very, very, very heavy month. And it's not like May is looking any better as far as the wallet goes, because another 4K Blu-ray that we finally got confirmation is going to be coming out in May is Wayne's World 2. We got to look at the final artwork for it. It's going to be coming out on May 27th. Also, Kingpin is penciled in for May 27th as well. So that's another heavy hitter kind of a day, especially if you're a comedy fan like I am. Got to save some money up for that because May, another very heavy hitter month when it comes to 4K Blu-ray releases. So, gonna have to wait for that, build up some more money after April 29th slaughter of the wallet. But I'm excited Wayne's World's actually coming. Hopefully it does release. I don't got any update on what happened last week with KINO, LORBER, and Dante's Peak and Daylight. I don't really like how KINO, LORBER is staying mute on that, because it's like, okay, could this happen with any of the releases? Sneakers comes out on April 22nd. That's another one I'm really anticipating. Like, we got to be worried about coming up all the way to the release date. Are we going to actually get Wayne's World 2 and Kingpin on 4K Blu-ray? Obviously, I'm sure we will, but after with what happened, you never do know anymore. And that's a little bit disappointing. I felt like KINO should have been a little bit more upfront about what happened. I get that maybe it's some sort of like contract dispute, so you don't want that out in the open, but the people who are suffering are the people who actually pre-ordered those 4K Blu-rays that were looking forward to it. I know if that Wayne's World 2 is supposed to be coming and they pull that at the very last second, I'm going to be a little bit upset about that. But, I'm still happy that Wayne's World 2 is going to be coming to 4K Blu-ray. Need that in the collection, especially after the first Wayne's World. I don't like that, they're separated like that, but hey, that's the way she goes sometimes. And then the last bit of news that we got is that apparently ROADHOUSE is going to be coming to 4K Blu-ray yet again, this time from Arrow Video. No confirmation on this. There's just been a picture floating around the internet. Kind of actually looks like a Lionsgate Limited 4K Steelbook with how it's got the clear see-through slipcover over the Steelbook. That kind of look of it, or at least that's how the picture looks, which I absolutely love. I love it when you do that. You kind of it really makes it feel a little bit more special, makes it feel a little bit more exclusive. But of course, I already own the Vinegar Syndrome 4K Blu-ray release, which if you guys have ever seen my top 10 must-own 4K Blu-rays, I think ROADHOUSE is the best 4K Blu-ray that has ever been released. Packaging, disc design, everything on those discs as far as the extras go, and the transfer itself is absolutely stunning. So if it's the exact same transfer, just now we're able to release it in the UK market and Region B market, I think that's awesome. I think you guys should absolutely grab it if you haven't seen that 4K Blu-ray yet. Hopefully it has all of those same exact extras now. If they put some exclusive extras over there, which I don't think I need any more extras. Vinegar Syndrome already hit a grand slam with those extras, so I don't know if I need any more. But if we do get some new exclusive extras, I'll admit I might get that itch, especially since the artwork is really speaking to me with that neon ROADHOUSE logo. It'll always stand out. So yeah, I'm definitely glad that that's supposedly coming. Again, no confirmation yet. I imagine this is something that they'll be talking about in Arrow's next announcements for June 2025. We already know that The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is coming out in June of 2025. We're getting the $3 trilogy movies spread out between April, May, and June. Absolutely can't wait to see those 4K Blu-ray transfers, but I imagine that's when they'll announce ROADHOUSE for June of 2025. So June's looking pretty good if you're an Arrow Video fan like myself, but I don't think I'll be grabbing ROADHOUSE on 4K Blu-ray yet again, especially when Vinegar Syndrome already put out the greatest 4K Blu-ray in my opinion. But that's going to do it here for another week of Let's Talk Physical Media. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. And let me know, what are you guys looking forward to? Are you excited about that Lethal Weapon 4K Steelbook? Did the artwork not really blow you away? What are your thoughts on Tombstone coming to 4K Blu-ray? Leave all of those comments in the comment section below. And then guys, while you're down there, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Share this video if you could. Spread the word. And guys, we have channel membership. So if you do want to become a friend of the channel, a producer for the channel like John Doe Juggalo, a channel director like Nicholas Head, Uncle V, and Kevin Kruger, or even a channel bankroll member like Frank from Frank's Media and Reviews, who has one of the greatest YouTube channels out there, and John Doe Juggalo, another great YouTuber you guys should be following. Check those guys out. I promise you won't regret it, especially if you guys are physical media fans. But if you got no money to throw away, guys, we don't mind at all. All we really hope is that you enjoyed this video. And if you did, get out in those streets, tell your friends about us, and then we'll be seeing you around.